Can you hear me if I talk this loud?
You are doing a fine job. Thank you very much.
My name is Ross Coates, and I live here in Moscow. I'm retired from the art department at Washington State University, where I taught for many years. And when I got finished teaching, we sort of decided that it was nice. Pullman, Moscow, nice area. So we bought a house, and we've been living here for many years. First of all, let me say I'm charmed by all the little children that are here. I thought that was very cool that you brought them all. I'm not sure what they're learning, except that when you have a crowded room, you have to sit on the floor. But anyway, maybe it's a good thing for them to listen to all this. I don't have one big giant objection to this. It's more that I'm sitting at an unfamiliar table, and there's little plates with things in them, and I'm taking nibbles, and some are nice, but there's other nibbles that sort of taste bad, and I don't want them. And so the idea of having a walk along the creek, I should tell you probably that we live on 8244 on Ford Street, so we're right on the edge of what is now a walk, but will be, if this goes through, a road. And now when we sit in our backyard and look out, we see elderly people, because at the end of the walk there is a retirement home, and the elderly people get to walk quietly without motorcycles and jeeps and everything else. There are little kids learning how to ride their bike without having to worry about somebody in a car coming around the corner and putting a tire print up their back. So that's all kind of nice stuff. I understand the Logos people wanting more space, but it may be that we're in a situation where you can't get more space just because you got the money. You have to think about what you can share with other groups. Just up the street from that river on F Street, there is high school, grade school, what else? Charter school. There's a big swimming pool, a big arena, and it's really tough when school is finished, when all the parents come to pick up all their cute little kids. Man, it is murder. You just stack up in all directions, and it's not very pleasant. So I also worry about the water thing that several people have been talking about the wetlands. One of the things that we always liked when we moved here was the geese coming. At that time, there were fewer houses, and so we got coyotes sometimes at night.
Mr. Coates, I am so sorry to interrupt you.
I'm going over my 5 minutes?
Well, it was supposed to be 3, but yes, you are.
3 minutes?
But it's...
Okay. Just very, very quickly, I think that we can think about ways to get all this stuff without destroying the landscape. And I'll tell you one more thing. I'm a real believer in the wetlands, because about the second or third year we moved here, some snow melted, and we woke up in the morning and there was a big piece of ice that was this big and this big and this big that had come down the mountain, come down the creek, missed a turn, and gone through our chain link fence. So I thought, well, you have to give the ice a congratulations for doing it. So anyway, I would just say, think about this. Don't just say, we got the money, we can do it, because there's all kinds of little things can happen, and you can end up with something that will be useful and pleasing and pleasant, and ever for not only these charming little kids with the nights on, but elderly people. You can do it, but you have to be willing to pick up the little thing that's on the table, take a bite, and even if it's a little hard, maybe you got to swallow it sometimes. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else who would like to speak in opposition to this? Yes.